Going live. You're live. Hello, YouTube. Skip, skip, skip. Hello, YouTube. It's me, John Avenger, once again, and I'm setting up my live streams for the first Sharknado movie. Yes, I wanted to do Sharknado. Hey, Network 98, how you doing? Let's hope this goes right. Let's do this. I have a couple of these movies I got to take out of the way. Just put them on the floor for now. I'm sorry, I have a little mess here. I'll take care of that later. It's been a long, long day. I've had to do a podcast. I haven't done a podcast in several weeks, so excuse my appearance. Let's start Sharknado, shall we? Let me bring this a little bit closer to me so you guys can see my face. How's that? That's good. Okay, let's do this. Sharknado 1 from 2013, a TV movie I saw on the Sci-Fi Channel. And, well, it was a global phenomenon. It's a little loud. Let me just lower it. It's a little loud. There we go. It's right away it starts. Hey, guys. The chat's pretty active. Good. Hey, John. What's up, Spidey? Stream fart? What do you mean stream fart? I'm right here. NATO's a guilty pleasure. Yeah, it is. I watched this back in 2013, and I wanted to do it, you know, to make up for the lack of live streams I did this year. So, you know, in July so far. It's a fun movie. I put this on a stand because I don't want the thing to overheat. So, cool computer. Thanks, man. I know this is from a distance, but hey, this is the best I can do without it, you know, glitching on me. We have 3 people watching and 1 thumbs down up already. Yeah, and this movie gets right into the Sharknadoes. You don't have to wait 90 minutes to see what happens. And the film is short. It's about 90 minutes even, so it's pretty short. It's a fun movie, and I know the acting is not perfect, but it's supposed to be over the top. John, I got Mortal Kombat 2020 on Blu-ray. Yeah, good for you. Hello, hey Jalen, what's up? There's an Asian man here. Yes, he also gets killed. This was a different time, guys. This was before COVID. They did all these movies before COVID. This one, Sharknado 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, the last one. It's about time. I can see the chat from here. Just I have to put my computer on a stand so it doesn't overheat, because on my bed it overheats. That's a shitty Mexican accent, man. Because I tried to do a commentary for Black Widow in the theater, and some dumbass told me to shut up. Well, not this time. $1 million. This guy looks like a discount BD Wong. And I had to do a live stream. I didn't want to do another YouTube video. I did so many of them this month to make up for it, and a lot of them were very stressful for me. So. The weakest movies are the 4 and 5. Deadpool to Wolverine. Deadpool, because Wolverine, you know, they haven't done the classic comic book Wolverine on the big screen yet. And the weather's been kind of bad, so I wanted to do a shark movie for Shark Week, and also a live stream, just any live stream. There's the monies. Where's my water? I need some water. Hold on, I don't want to pause the movie because yeah, I'll just have to drink water from my Ben Vereen thing. Yeah, here we go. Let's drink this water. Some water in here. This is brought to you by Ben Vereen, one of the greatest black dancers to ever exist. I like his quote: "If we plant the right seeds, tomorrow will be better." Like today. If you put out good things, then you'll get good things back. That's part of our responsibility as entertainers. Good quote, Ben Vereen. Cheers, man. I got up back, of course. What did you say? Get us back on course, not back on course. I tell you, these accents are just freaking terrible. But he's not in the movie long. Okay, the best shark movie is Jaws, no doubt. The Sharknado is pretty good too. Yeah, because the Sharknado movies are not trying to be Jaws. These sharks jump out of the water and they don't roar and they eat people whole. That's hilarious. John, Zack Snyder or Christopher Nolan? Nolan, because his movies are better received. This is fun to watch. I hadn't seen this movie since last year, so. And I hope you guys can hear me. I'm not trying to be as loud as I can. I can see the chat from here. I don't think so. Yep, he got the Asian guy. And I saw the second Sharknado in the theater when they released it for the Riff Tracks Live, so I was very lucky. Oh my God, the CGI! Yep, they ripped his face open. Goodbye, Mexican guy. You're done. There it is. Tara Reid is in this movie. Cassie Skirbo in the first one, yeah. Jason Simons and John Hurd. Yeah, may he rest in peace. And Ian Ziering is the lead. Bunch of beautiful girls, man. Who knew that the guy from Beverly Hills 90210 would be such a badass? And here's the Mates, as the Aussie guy in the movie. Thunder Levin, yeah, he wrote all the films. And director Anthony C. Ferranti, who was a good director. He did a good job with the cast. Most of the cast. There's a lot of celebrity cameos in the later films and all the sequels. This one, not so much. I don't think this has like maybe 2 celebrity cameos because you have Robbie Riss from Ninja Turtles as Michelangelo's voice, and then some other people as well. At least my stream has been going great so far. No glitches. Because StreamYard was giving me a hard time, so at least I'm here. So you guys can join me in the chat, and nothing is going to change. It's still going to be on YouTube. You know, we really don't talk like that, right? You want to ride out or not? Sure. Thanks. I was going to start at 2:30, but I'm like, hey, it's 2 o'clock now. It's 2:14, so it's better late than never, right? This is when they're riding on the waves. Finn, the name of the there's Cassie Skirbo's gorgeous ass. It's a nice introduction to her. She's a beautiful, beautiful girl, man. John, best and worst Disney Channel theme song. One of the best ones is the original Sweet Life and Raven. The worst is Corey in the House because it was a stupid rap. There's John Hurd.
What did I tell you? Everything is fine except for me. Hey!
Yeah, there's a lot of camera shots of girls' asses in this movie, but unlike Fast and the Furious, these movies are much shorter. None of them are over an hour and 40 minutes. They're never 2.5 hours like Fast 9. I'd rather watch this because this already was ridiculous from the start. Fast and the Furious, the first one was not a cartoon, guys. If you see it, they were human in that movie. Now they're superheroes. I am tired of people acting like superheroes, and it's not a comic book movie. Just saying. because in Gunpowder Milkshake, why was Karen Gillian a freaking superhero? Oh yeah, because she was in Guardians of the Galaxy. That's why. The worst is Bizarre Bark. I haven't seen Bizarre Bark. I had a long day. I went out today to donate some stuff. I did get more media, but that's I'm not going to show it till August or September.
Tired already? Last time you shortboarded, old timer. I never stopped. It's like way this one.
Ian Ziering also did the voice of Nick Totopoulos in the Godzilla cartoon from the late '90s, so that's where I recognize him. I never saw Beverly Hills 90210, the original or the remake. Because I'll try to do a live stream on StreamYard. Hey, Nicholas, what's up? You just made it. We're about 11 minutes in. I had to skip all the trailers. These Asylum movies have a lot of trailers, just as much as the theater. Because I like to do a live stream. I do one every summer. I did live streams in summer 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, last year, and now this year. John, one of my videos got over 2,000 dislikes. Again, these hats that are on the internet, they just ignore them, Nicholas. I had to. I get a lot of discerning comments on Facebook all the time in my inbox or in the timeline, and I'm like, I don't let it bring me down. I was not the craziest person. I was not the biggest fan of Black Widow. I didn't hate it. I liked some of it, but some of it needed to be changed. That movie needed a couple of rewrites and to come out earlier. Not release it in 2021 after a pandemic and after Wonder Woman 84 flopped. And Yelena still sucks. Screw Yelena. Okay? Screw Yelena. There's just the blood. Not all of it is CG. Some of it is practical. And Ian Ziering is not a ripoff of Brody. He's a different character entirely. So look at this idiot. These sharks jump out and squish people in cartoonish ways. I know, Nicholas, you did, but I didn't. I'm sorry. She'll never be in a movie this entertaining. Do you think Black Widow is better than Iron Man 3? Only because it's shorter. Iron Man 3 had way more problems. Because Rebecca Cough Medicine and the Mandarin Twist and Guy Pearce is a way more annoying villain. As much as Taskmaster was underused, at least it looked cool. Sharknado isn't as bad as Jaws 4. It's not. Because it's funny. Look at this guy. Oh, my arm. Oh, my arm. There's the fin. I want to do all the Sharknado movies, but one at a time. I'm gonna do 1, 2, and 3 this month if I can, and then 4, 5, and 6 I can do in August. Hey, John, are you going to see Stuckman's movie? Yeah, maybe I will. As long as Binto is not in the movie, I'll be fine. People are running. Run for your lives. I had to do this because I haven't done a live stream since the last one I did was in June. I had to delay some of them for later because I have to do it here on YouTube instead. So it's live streaming. Tasmanian, whatever, Australia, whatever you're from. Who cares? Yeah, Nova. There's a lot of characters. This Cassie Skirbo is Nova, and then the girl from the George Lopez show is Gemini. Best and worst Nicolas Cage performance. Well, his one of his best ones is in Face Off because he's over the top and he's so fun to watch. One of the worst is from I would say Ghost Rider, but I'm not going to say Ghost Rider. I would say what's a bad performance from him? Oh yeah, Season of the Witch was terrible because I'm like he was just so bored in that movie because I haven't seen that movie he did with Hayden Christensen or his performance in The Wicker Man. Yeah, that was already laughable. Not the bees, not the bees.
And then, using, and then the shark opens his mouth, goes to swallow the pinhole, and Vereen looks at the shark, do the look. No, just a look.
Who do you think is worse, George Lopez or Kevin Hart? Kevin Hart, because he's in more films, and his voice is squeaky.
I'm not going to match with the world champion, so Finley.
Kevin Hart couldn't, because he's not funny. He's not funny. He's over the top for no reason.
You see that? It's a little nipple. So he gives him a look and you give him a nipple and then no, he gave me a nipple. Alright, you guys going back out there and Johnny Swimming?
I miss John Hurt a lot.
It's a storm.
Because Cassie Skirbo's hair is lighter here. In the third movie, she comes back and her hair is much darker. What's worse, Spy Kids 4 or Shark Boy and Lava Girl? Both of them are pretty shitty. They're probably tied because they're both terrible movies. And don't ask so many questions, Nick. They're not a Q&A. Remember, this is a live stream, not a dual Q&A.
What do you think it's all for me?
No, I'm your boss. So, go get back to work. Hey, I'm not too old for you. I'm not your boss. Free. Daddy issues.
She thought that Finn was alone, but no, he's with Tara Reid. She's his girl and throughout most of the films. And she's in all 6 films, guys. All of them. She hasn't even been in 6 American Pie movies. She's been in 4 of them. Well, no, 3 of them. 1, 2, and American Reunion, because she wasn't in American Wedding. It was just Allison Hannigan was the only girl that came back for that. I just finished filming a horror movie. Good for you, man.
But we've never been hit by a storm quite like this. Widespread flooding is expected, and experts are saying global warming is the reason for this unprecedented event.
Yeah, global warming is the reason that Hurricane Elsa happened this year. Because last time I did a live stream here on YouTube on not connected to StreamYard was Infinity War, and that came out pretty well. There's Tara Reid. That's her in every movie.
That's my name. Look, Finn, I'm really busy.
Just wanted to make sure you and Claudia are okay. So that hurricane.
Actually, last year I saw this movie on with the Riff Tracks Live. What's also, this is not going to be a worldwide theatrical release. It's fine.
It's really sweet that you're
The movies that are coming out, the next movie I'm seeing is Space Jam 2 at home on HBO Max. That way, I could avoid the jackasses that tell me to shut up.
What are you talking about? We're 100 miles from the ocean.
You're exactly 6.6 miles from the ocean. And on a day like today, it's not far enough. I'm going to take you and Claudia further inland.
And what about Colin? You're not the only one that can keep us safe. We're not going anywhere.
Fine. Then just let me get Claudia. We'll make it my week for the month.
Is that what this is about?
No!
Look, you're going to see her on the 20th like you always do. I gotta go, okay? Bye. Who's that?
My wife.
Wife? Yep, he's married. They're just separated.
That is his wife.
Someone told you to shut up? Yeah, in the theater. I was bashing Elena the whole time, saying you're not funny, stop trying. And this guy's like, I don't need your commentary. Well, he's obviously not a YouTube subscriber, so I got a pizza from Domino's last night. Good. I want to eat pizza again. I miss it. I haven't had a Domino's pizza on my own by myself in months.
Don't forget Taco Tuesdays. George, you gotta get out of here. What's going on? I secure the bar. I'm gonna lose everything.
Come on, George. George, wake up.
Oh, I hate those lesbian.
George, wake up or I'm calling you to Virgin.
Oh,
because I want to see all these movies again, but this time as a live stream since I've reviewed all of them. And Jaws is just too long. It's way too long. The first movie is like over 2 hours.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna have any place to drink. You with that one?
Plus, this movie connects to the last one. There's the water. About 20 minutes in. There's the sharks. Yep, speared right in the head. Nova kills sharks because she hates sharks because it killed her grandfather. And I'm one of the 10 actors in the movie. It was the $30,000 budget. Hey, it's going to be better than some of the CGI I saw last week. Because some of the CG looked like it was from the 2000s. Honestly, we get it, Marvel. You can throw a lot of money at the big screen. Black Widow did not need to be a $200 million budget. Where did the money go? Yes, it had good sets and it had good locations, and some of the effects worked. But that CGI thing at the end blowing up, it reminded me of Deadpool and the Captain America: Winter Soldier, which was a better movie. And no one can disagree with me on that. Winter Soldier is a better movie with Black Widow. It was faster paced. They didn't underuse Bucky in that movie. He does a lot of fighting, and it has a better villain. I'm sorry. Ray Winstone with his shitty accent did nothing for me. At the Sharks don't roar. Yeah, they don't roar here. They just attack. I'm gonna eat your face. I'm gonna motorboat you, Cassie Curvo. This movie's so ridiculous, but it knows what it is. There's the Ferris wheel. What time is it? 2:28. Doing pretty good timing. Yeah, eat gas. That's right. Kaplowy blew his freaking head off. See, Finn is a total badass. Best and worst effects in the MCU. Well, people said Black Panther, but I think this one looks worse. Endgame, no bad CGI is amazing. Yeah, because they actually did everything right. It didn't look like a video game. Just saying, it's not horrible CGI, but it's CGI I've seen before. That's what it's been there, done that CGI. Paint by the numbers. Ooh, that guy got squished. And there's so much collateral damage in this movie. It would make Man of Steel jealous. Yes.
The waves also brought in sharks, which have
Sharks.
killed several people.
I know. And sharks are not killers. They only kill you if you're in their territory or if you hunt them down.
There wasn't built for this much water. Really worried about Claudia and Abel. I gotta check on them.
See, and I'm zeroing it. He knows he plays it straight, so he's not like he's not like overselling it, and he's not doing that Batman voice. He already has a manly voice. Yeah, his daughter played by Aubrey Peoples. She was Gem and the Holograms, the movie. She's the only actress that was recast in the main line of characters because Black Widow or Wonder Woman 84. No, Black Widow because it's shorter. Wonder Woman 84. If Pedro Pascal did not have a personality in that movie and Gal didn't have a few moments to her that were actually decent, I would have walked out of that movie. Honestly, Black Widow, shitty Elena can't ruin the whole movie because there's a lot of scenes without her. Any scene with David Harbour or when Scarlett's by herself are aces. I don't want to get a copyright infringement, so I'll keep the music low when it's over. And I've been to Florida when there was a lot of hurricane season in the 90s, so I know about hurricane season. And here in New York, we had a major hurricane in 2012. a year before this movie. Sandy was horrible. Letter grade for Florence Pugh face an F minus. I never want to see her act again. After Hawkeye, I'm done with you. You are Pinto. You are Binto. That's what you are. Binto. You're a poor freaking excuse for a freaking British chick. Ah, Morty. Ah. Yep.
Why is the car shaking?
What the hell? There's sharks in the streets.
Yeah.
We surely do have a hankering for me.
Yeah. Look at those little fins.
It's like one place in fast just isn't enough.
And these DVDs will work because they're not scratched. I got all these movies brand new. I got this one at Best Buy. I got the second one at Best Buy. The third one I got on Amazon. The fourth one, the fifth one, and the sixth one I got at Best Buy on Blu-ray. So, are you going to skip season 2 of Loki? If Sylvie is not back, I will probably watch it, but I need time to heal, guys. I'm not seeing What If, so don't ask me in the comments. I'm not seeing whatchamacallit, some other stuff. Like, I'm not going to finish Loki right now. I need time to heal. I'm also not seeing the Suicide Squad. I heard enough accents in Black Widow. I don't need to hear anymore. Thank you.
Can I start shooting now?
Yeah, do it. We're gonna get the higher freeway. Take the freeway. It's way above street level. You take the 10 to the 405. You're almost in Beverly Hills, and then there's no way that the ocean has washed inland that far. What makes your next one on Beverly Hills, George? That's where I live. If you from Beverly Hills, I can come all the way to the coast and drink at my bar. I like the view, you know.
I'm Jack Hay Network. What's up? You disappear for a little bit. I'm glad that this live stream is going great because, you know, the last time I tried to do it, it was crashing.
Plus, there's the beautiful Nova there. I'm planning to marry soon. She'll have me. I mean, I sit around and think about it most night and day everywhere I go.
She is so cute. And yes, I heard the commentaries for these movies. These films have commentaries, except for the fifth one. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6 all have commentaries from the cast and crew. So,
Bloody hell.
yeah, that's Ron. Hi.
That's the 405.
In the second one, we have Vivica Fox, who I do want to see. She's in the second movie. She's in the second movie, and her birthday's coming up. Maybe I'll see her for her birthday. Because, like I said, DC has made me cry this year. They made me feel something. The last episode of Superman and Lois was freaking awesome. It was much better than Black Widow. Why? Because I felt Superman's performance. Tyler Hoechlin is my Superman now. Aside from Cory in the House, what's the most disappointing Disney Channel show? Sweet Life on Deck. Because I love the original Sweet Life, and the sequel could not top it. It was not as funny. There were racial stereotypes. It was boring. I hated Bailey in the show. She was not a good replacement for Maddie. And they made London even dumber than before. No, but I can't. We're going to make it. And I'd rather watch any of these over The Rise of Skywalker because they're short. And I know these movies are laughable. They're supposed to be.
You don't have to go out there.
I told you Superman and Lois was good. What did I tell you? Worrying for nothing, because that show I knew was going to be good when I saw the trailer. Why? I loved Superman and Supergirl season 2. That blood was awesome, by the way. And also, Tyler Hoechlin looks apart, and he's not a sociopath destroying everything. Plus, I heard when he screams Jordan, I felt it in my guts, man. Did you like Loki? The first 2 episodes were good. The third one lost me. The 2 sons, Jordan and Jonathan, proved themselves, and when the season is over, they're going to get their powers and fly. I can't wait to see them fly. Or one of them flies. Because they're sons of Krypton, so they are going to fly. That was so much emotional weight, and there's a TV show on for free on the CW, not a 3-hour endeavor that Zack Snyder put on HBO Max or a 2-hour Marvel movie. Just saying, guys, it can be done. Put the effort, and I'll give you my attention. John, what if Tobin Bell was in the MCU as what, a villain? There's the puppy. What about Boomer? Yeah, that's a nod to Independence Day. The dog gets saved, yeah. No, George gets killed. Yeah, a villain. Oh, crap. Oh, man, he got split. Ow. Yeah, at least he said ow. I don't remember Karen saying ow. Would you walk out of the theater if Tom Hardy was in Black Widow? No, because it has nothing to do with Venom. Kang, yeah, Kang the Conqueror finally conquered something in the MCU already. I saw the ending of Loki, and they showed Kang's statue, so that means that the timeline is corrupted by Kang, and that's fine. He didn't touch WandaVision. He didn't touch Falcon and the Winter Soldier. He's going to be taken seriously. He's not a Thanos. He's a completely different character. He's a conqueror. He's not going to snap people away. He wants to conquer them, kind of like Loki did in Avengers. Tried to do.
We're only going to get bigger when the storm gets closer. Trust me, there's one thing I know. It's timing waves. That's what I was afraid of. Common sense.
That's what you were afraid of? Like I said, Loki was short. At least it was only 6 episodes, not 60. I know about Kang because I saw Kang in the Avengers cartoons. He has a purple face, yeah, like Thanos, but he has a green body, and he's from space. And he's not the father of any characters from Guardians or the Avengers. He's his own character. Yeah, a villain. I know you said that already, Nicholas. Once is enough. Because Kang is a new character. You're gonna have Kang, and also you're gonna have Mojo for the X-Men. I don't want to see Magneto again. We've seen Magneto several times already. We're gonna get Galactus and Doctor Doom, but much later. But how would it be? How would what be? Tobin Bell, if he's not underused, he could work. He could just do a voice. I'm fine with that.
This will be in the hills away from the sun. All right. Don't be nice if you let your boyfriend stay in your house. Don't remind me.
Oh, you mean the Gaston-looking guy that dies? Hello, Tony. I want to play a game. Yeah, Mojo kind of confusing me as a villain. He's an alien that is connected to the entire internet, and he has like a TV network in his home base. It's interesting. It's kind of what people were doing last year when Zoom was when TikTok and Zoom became a thing last year and this year. He's basically got a bunch of wires in his head, and he can be connected to the galactic television networks and the internet, which is interesting to me. That's an idea we haven't seen in the MCU yet. And he could work for an X-Men villain instead of having Magneto do the same shit again like this. I don't want to see that. I already saw Doctor Strange for that. Mojo is interesting. I want to see him. I know his name is weird, but he's a character we've never seen in the MCU. We've seen him in the cartoons. He was in a Guardians episode or an Avengers episode. I'm like, yeah, it's interesting. Or, yeah, I think it was the Guardians. It was something in space. I know that. Hello, Tara Reid. Yo, what's up, Bob? What's up? Who's she? She's younger than you. And she has chubby cheeks, which is nice. Run! That's right, Nova. Shoot him right in the head. She's a total badass in this series. She's in 1, 3, a cameo in 4. Hello, Aubrey Peoples. And she's in 5, and then she's in the last one, which is great. I prefer Tobin Bell over white suit Jigsaw from Punisher Warzone. Oh, you mean that Jigsaw's different? He's not. They try to make him the Joker, and he's not the Joker. He's a total cartoon character. Yeah, because like I said, Mojo could be interesting. I mean, there's a lot of space since this Phase 4 is the cosmic era of Marvel. What the hell did Black Widow have to do with the cosmic thing? It has nothing to do with it. The cosmic is the Eternals, Shang-Chi, Spider-Man, Guardians, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, and any other ones that have to do with space and the Marvels. We're safe here? Yeah, no, you're not safe, dude. Tobin Bell is a great actor. He is. Even before he did Saw, he was a good actor. Yep, it's Impossible, you dumbass. Yeah, it's Impossible. What time is it? It's 2:42. Because that Jigsaw in Punisher Warzone, he wears his white suit. He's played by a British man, and he's doing a bad New York accent. Bad, even for that movie. It was like a 1940s New York accent. Nope. Got you. And this movie doesn't skip on the blood. It has a lot of blood. Because I want to see Mojo. There's a lot of space stuff that they can do with X-Men. Cyclops' dad, the Star Slammers. That's cool. You have the Brood, and then you have Mojo. So I do my research, guys. I do it. I don't have to just read the comics and know the history. There's a lot of it on Wikipedia, Google, and stuff that some YouTube videos. I like to hear the interesting, concepts and storylines in the comics. I'm a dedicated fan of Starjammers. Yeah, has my the Starjammers. Good. I think they're gonna go. I think they're gonna do that after Eternals. What white suit Jigsaw gets in that? Yeah, he does. He's a laughable villain. John Travolta was not a bad villain in Punisher 2004. Run up the stairs. That's right, girl. Shoot that thing right in the head. She is so awesome, man. She just puts holes in that bastard. I didn't see that in the Jaws sequels. Someone just grab a shotgun and just go to town on these sharks. Brody did that in the first movie. Ooh, bad joke. Cosmic MCU is for me. It's for me too, because I wanted to see more space stuff. We haven't gotten anything in space since what? Infinity War had some space, and of course Endgame. But like I said, I want to see more of that. More spaceships and more battles in other planets and other aliens and more non-human environments, you know?
That's his flight school? I thought he was vacationing in Tampa with his buddies.
Oh yes, Finn has a son too. He has two sons. In this movie, it's just one. In the third movie, the wife gives birth and has a son.
My brother. You have a son too?
Right.
Yes, he does. He's an established character.
We're gonna get out of here.
Because like I said, even with Miss Marvel, she's very cosmic as well. And She-Hulk, and of course Photon, who was in WandaVision. I want to see these characters. Just because they're female doesn't bother me. What bothers me is when they try to get an actor that will not work for me. Like Emilia Clarke, they're putting her in Secret Invasion. Why? Because she was in Game of Thrones, Solo, and Terminator Genesis. We're about almost an hour in, so. This is good because it's very hot today. It was 90 degrees today. There we go, right in the mouth. That's right, take it.
Come on, get in! Move it,
A cult classic is born. Indeed, it is. Yeah, we're almost done, guys. We're about halfway through. Ah, my house. John, Cosmic Sin makes Die Hard 5 look like Sin City. Yeah, I didn't see Cosmic Sin because that's how you do it all wrong. No budget, Bruce Willis not caring, and just a lame duck storyline. And I'm not interested. I'd rather watch any of the Sharknado movies again, or any Asylum movies that are in space, like Princess of Mars.
The eye of Hurricane David is continuing its relentless pounding through the streets of Los Angeles. And most surprisingly, and most shocking, reports are pouring in from all over the shark.
This is how it was when Sandy hit in 2012. I didn't have a computer at the time. She is a good actress if she had a good script, but she hasn't. Game of Thrones didn't even end right. Princess of Mars is an Asylum movie from like the 2000s. I think it's or the 2010s. I think it's a ripoff of John Carter, but that was already terrible. So this is a low budget version of her with Tracy Lords as a princess and Antonio Sabato Jr. It's not a Hallmark movie. It's like a Sci-Fi Channel movie. I like Paul Feig, but Last Christmas was boring. I didn't see it. I don't like the leads. Should Tom Hardy play a different character instead of Venom? I don't want to see him going, yeah. I don't want to see that. I'm done with him. Once I've seen these actors fulfill their purpose, goodbye. With Scarlett, I want to see more of her because I adore her, guys. I just saw the Nanny Diaries a few days ago, and I'm still in love with her. That has not changed. That hasn't changed at all. I'm still in love with her. John, Sony is the reason Venom sucks. Yeah, and it's the reason Venom 2 will suck. It's the reason Morbius will suck next year. But at least we're into the Spider-Verse, and with Spider-Man No Way Home, they're in the right hands with people who care about the source material. Because Multiverse of Madness, we kind of got a little bit of that with WandaVision. Because she was living in her own little multiverse here. Jesse is a ripoff of the Nanny? It is, but with a G rating and not as good. Well, this is Robbie Ritz's cameo. We have to go get that. Yeah. Bento makes Tara Reid look like a freaking Oscar winner. Because at least she... If you see Tara Reid in the 90s, she was attractive. And she's decent. She's not the worst thing ever. Everybody knows that Alone in the Dark would have sucked no matter who was in that movie. Stephen Dorff makes fun of Scarlett Johansson for Black Widow. At least she wasn't in Alone in the Dark. She didn't work with Uwe Boll. Never. Not once. I love the chainsaw, that they use a chainsaw in all these movies. Just like Ash and Evil Dead. Alone in the Dark sucks. Yeah, because of Uwe Boll, because he didn't try. He didn't even adapt the game. There's Robbie Rist, the voice of Michelangelo from the Ninja Turtles movies, the first 3 films.
Trust me, just fine.
I don't get people who say Up is overrated. It's a great animated movie. It's the same thing they said about Luca, that it's gay. No, it's not, guys. Shut your face. Yeah, Finn does all of this, and he doesn't have any superpowers of any kind. That's right. That's footage of a real shark. Luca was a beautifully animated, gorgeous film. That's one of my favorites of the year because it didn't have to try so hard to be, modern. It did its job well for kids, especially. 44 minutes. What time is it? It's almost 3 o'clock. Okay. And this is a much better scene with kids in a bus than that stupid scene in Independence Day Resurgence.
I reached dispatch just before all the electronics went out. They said someone from 911 is sending someone over. Oh, yeah? Want to wait for them? Hell no! I didn't think so. Who's first? Come on.
Yeah. Turning Red is the next Pixar movie next year. I know. I saw the poster for it on IMDb. It's a red panda, I think, or something like that.
Okay, let's go. All right, here you go, Swift. You're going to be all right. Go ahead. Yes! Yes. All right, move up! All right, do good. Don't be afraid.
Yeah, my Flash movie, I'm still have hope for it because it's coming out next year. So next year can't be any worse, guys. It can't. The roster looks way stronger than this year was so far. Even if people think The Flash is just a decent movie, it's going to be miles better than anything that came out last year that wasn't called Sonic the Hedgehog, which that's why I want my Flash movie. That's the movie I need more in this decade than anything. There's a tons of swearing in my film and gore. I know that's fine. I'm an adult.
Sure this thing's strong enough to hold me? Nope, not. Great. Probably going in there. Yeah. I hate sharks. I'm from Wyoming. You know, moved out here to be an actor. Oh.
Yeah, Robbie Riss is one of the only cameos in this movie. In the sequels, you have a lot more. In 2 through 6, do 14-year-olds need to stay away from hard R? Yes, because they're underage. I could handle R-rated movies when I was a kid because I didn't take it seriously, and I saw Terminator 2 when I was like 8. So yeah, 7 or 8 years old, and it did not affect me as an adult. But I couldn't see them alone. I had to see them with an adult. But nowadays, movies are just either way too violent, and they don't tell that to kids, and you know, kids develop faster now. I got the wire. And his name was Finn before they took it for Star Wars. And it's actually his name, not like I'm gonna call you Finn. Yeah, Flash is definitely gonna be better than Wonder Woman. Yeah, because it's gonna be a character we haven't seen on his own on the big screen. This time, it's not a Justice League movie. It's not a cameo movie. It's gonna be his film, and it's not an origin story because he's already in the costume. Black Widow was not even it starts as an origin story, and then it's like a mid-cool movie between phase 3 and 4. So yeah. And that ending was god-awful. The post-credit scene is the worst in the entire MCU, in my opinion, because it has nothing to do with the cosmic things. It's got to do with the Disney Plus shows. Eddie's only barely a teen. I know, because they're kiddos. Here it is, the scene in the city, yeah. They're called the letters from the Hollywood sign. Exactly, yes, to do that. A post-credit scene in an MCU movie does not need to be a Disney Plus plug-in because, again, Disney Plus didn't even exist 10 years ago. Yeah, watch this, Death. Hollywood would kill me. Oh, it got squished like a Looney Tune. Yep, it did, Robbie Risk, but it didn't right now because you're still alive. I would bring this to Comic-Con if one of the actors from Sharknado showed up. I would tell them to sign this one or any of the ones that they've been in. Yeah, this is all leading up to something. They're not putting Kate Bishop in one show and then we'll never see her again. No, this is setting her up to be the next Hawkeye, which is fine. She's going to kick Elena's ass just like that. Yeah, suck on that, guys, on Facebook that think Yelena's the best thing since the first girl we saw in the MCU, which was Gwyneth Paltrow. But no, she isn't even her lead. At least she did something in Endgame. To Eddie, I advise you to read the content in the movie. Yeah, exactly. I hate when people say, "Oh, Black Widow's a kids movie," right? Oh, it's not a kids movie. Trust me. There's so much violence. It should be. It's almost an R if they put more blood in it. That scene alone when Ray Winstone is punching the hell out of Scarlet, that's really disturbing, especially since women don't like to be punched on screen. I'm shocked that a movie got away with that in a PG-13 movie. Kate Bishop is going to beat her ass. She's going to take an arrow and shove it right up her ass. Yes, Disney, I want to see that. Or take an arrow and shot and protect Hawkeye and just hit her right in the chest. Like, catch this. Lost Vidania. That's going to be her fate. I'm telling you. She's not going to last 10 years in the MCU. Not a chance. There's a shark. It's on top of the roof. Take that, shark. Right in the skull, man. Yeah, I know. Oh, look, there's a wooden soldier there. Christmas reference. I give Cool as Ice an F. I bet it was terrible. I don't want to see it because it's terrible. If they riff tracks live it. Probably where people only say movies are overrated to be cool. Yeah, exactly. And they praise a character just because they want to just praise something. Loki, I said Hiddleston was good. Owen Wilson was good. And the cute clock, that orange clock was cute. The rest of the cast sucked the big one, guys. All of them. All of the main other supporting characters sucked. Thankfully, some of them are not coming back because they, other commitments. They're in a bar, yeah, or not a bar, a liquor shop. Actually, it's a liquor store and a grocery store. See, and they give her a backstory. No, but they gave her a backstory. No Way Home. Yeah, I guarantee you that when I see Hawkeye and Shang-Chi and all these others, it'll heal me from the disappointments I've had this year. Even from Netflix, because they disappointed me more. I wanted to like Gunpowder Milkshake, but it was just, oh yeah, Karen's a superhero. She gets hurt and she doesn't even say, ow. She's like, it's a scratch. I'll live. Are you a Terminator or what? Well, what's up with the writing there? That was dumb. That was worse than Black Widow because it was shorter. It had no excuses. Yeah.
Aliens aren't coming down. Yeah. They're behind everything. They know what we buy, they know what we eat, when we go to the bathroom. Hurry, hurry! You know what kind of cheese I like. Everything. They control it all.
Yeah.
I gotta hand it to them, though. Sharks. I never saw that coming.
No, no one thought that this movie would work, but it trended on Twitter really quickly, and it got five sequels. No Marvel movie has gotten that many. The most is X-Men, and that was only spread out between several trilogies. What needs to do is a female writer to make these characters feel their pain. Exactly. I don't need Karen Gillan to look like this for the whole movie. It's deer in the headlights. It's just like Felicity Jones in Rogue One. It's the same performance. She feels no pain. She doesn't emote, and it's too much for me. I can't wait to see Abomination. Yeah. Again, Shang-Chi is already looking badass. It's basically Kung Fu with a guy, and it's a different character I've never seen before. That is better than throwing in new characters in an established, medium already. In an established universe that we don't need. Yeah, the new director, that guy that he did movies I never heard of, Rabies and Big Bad Wolves, are not for me. At least the directors of Bad Boys 3 did a great job. They took a franchise that was dormant for 17 years and made it better than Michael Bay did last time. Why does that 13-year-old hate Far From Home? Because it's not Spider-Man 2. That's why. Is it 3 o'clock yet? Yes, it's 3:03. This is a great idea, man. I'm glad I'm doing live streaming again. I missed it. The directors of Bad Boys 3, they're doing 2 of them. See, 2 heads are better than 1. Are doing Batgirl. Just cast Zoe Deutsch or cast Caitlin Dever and get a good script, and you're fine. It can't be any worse than Batwoman, because that's the worst thing DC's made on the CW. Yeah, the worst thing. No matter what other shows come out, that's their absolute worst, because it pandered so much and it failed. It lost 2 stars already. It lost its lead in the first season, and it lost Dougray Scott in season 2. It's a sinking ship. That's why I'm not that worried about Stargirl, because I just don't want to be bored. That's all. Is it almost an hour in? Yeah. Don't subscribe to that 13-year-old. I don't subscribe to minors. I'm sorry. I don't cater to minors. The delinquency of minors. I only go if a girl is 18 and older, then it's fair game. Then play ball. But under 18, no, thank you, sir. I'm not interested in going to prison. I like my freedom. This is a nice quiet scene where there's no people in the streets. The streets are completely empty, kind of like when COVID hit last year. Hearts on Fire music video. That's a good music video. Hearts on Fire from Rocky IV. Even that movie I thought was better. It's a he. Yeah, he. But even if it's a he or she, I'm not into minors. Just no. Because the thing is that in the first season of Stargirl, I didn't like the villains, and Amy Smart needed to do more. Arrow was the best CW show. Yes, so it's the one that started it all. My favorite now in the 2020s is Superman and Lois, because it just nailed it. It nails the characters. And even the melodrama feels earned. It's a family drama with good action sequences and acting that actually keeps me invested. There's an airplane. I could take this hat off. I'm getting a headache. I don't want to. I worn it for a while. It's fine. Yeah, a lot of shows surprised me this year, because Superman and Lois, I was not expecting it to be as good as it was. Mainly because I didn't, I didn't like the Zack Snyder version of Superman. And Houchman was good in Supergirl, but Supergirl hasn't been good in a while. Other than Melissa keeping it together, there's a lot of things in that show that could have been cut out. The new Supergirl is not in the DCU is not Kara. It's a different character entirely. That's why her look is different. What do you think of Owen Baker? Gwen Baker? Who's Gwen Baker? We're almost done, man. I want to finish this podcast because. There he is. Here.
Yeah? Mom? What are you guys doing here? to avoid the storm.
I want to see different. I don't want to see the same thing done.
Special to your guy.
We don't exactly have a storm cellar.
Okay, Flash was good in the first 3 seasons or 4, but after that it lost me. Yeah, the last 2 episodes so far have been interesting because you have his son Bart Allen West, so it's something different. It's not another speedster that I don't care about. Gwen Baker, the Animal Girl profile picture. That who's she's talking about? Okay, well I don't know her that well. Oh, she got she got sucked right up into the ceiling. That's laughable. That's like in the movie Twister, which, yes, I'm going to see it sometime in the summer. I like the son of Barry, the Flash. Yeah, I like that actor. He was into All the Boys too, and he's a good actor, and he's black, so it's something different. The black people they added into the Flash doesn't feel like a diversity hire. They actually serve a purpose. I met her at E3 in 2017. Who? Gwen Baker? It's almost done. We're an hour in, so. This was fun. I'm glad I got to do this. My first live stream. Hey, Nicholas. Yeah. Did you see Scorpion's Revenge? No, I'm going to see it. Try to see it in August.
You said there's 3 tornadoes in the air.
Because I heard it's really bloody and it's a cartoon and it's getting a sequel. So I want to see that.
I don't know. Let me check.
Because HBO Max is going to have their own surprises next year when they have Peacemaker, Green Lantern, and any other shows that they can come up with.
Hey, you know what? Don't fly.
We're not going to all fit in here.
We can't fly in these storms.
What are we going to do?
We're going to stand and fight.
That's
We
right.
can't just wait here and wait for sharks to rain down on us. Armor something more powerful than these.
Yeah, Crowbar's not going to do it. It's not Home Alone.
Semper Paratus.
I don't speak Latin.
Must have evacuated.
How are we getting in? Guys, stand back.
And I know Owen Buckner, but he left Facebook. There we go. Yeah, this is like a hardware store, but on crack. There's a lot of tools in there. There's a nail gun and a saw and a chainsaw. Awesome. That's awesome. They have gas tanks too, I think, for the boats, the sailboats. Hell yeah, there it is. A nice nod to the Evil Dead films. Well, not the first one, but Evil Dead 2 and Army of Darkness, and of course the remake. And Ash versus the Evil Dead. Bob Owen doesn't like John. I don't even know who that is, so who cares? There's a nice pick, or I mean a pickaxe.
Live sharks rain down on people. We're gonna get in that chopper and throw bombs into the tornadoes, blasting those bastards to bits.
That is a good idea, though. It does work.
I like it, but how is that going to stop a tornado?
Tornadoes happen when cold and warm air meet.
That's
if you drop a bunk head,
we saw a sledgehammer like Triple H.
might equalize it. But if you miss,
I never met him because he stays away from me. Yeah, I never met a lot of these people. Some of my Facebook friends actually met in college or elsewhere.
No, it's too dangerous. I'll watch his back. I'll be the bomb maker. Then definitely not.
Dad, we have a chance to save thousands of lives.
Grant Gustin or Ezra Miller's Flash. We'll see what happens, man. I want to see Ezra Miller's Flash do something. I've only seen him in 2 appearances, Justice League, and in both cuts of the Justice League, and in a brief cameo in Suicide Squad. He's not in the sequel, and he's also not in BVS. It's a flashback. It's him in a store running. That's it. What do you think of Rupert Grint? He's okay.
stand to be in a room together for 5 minutes, and now what?
I live in Florida. Well, I go to Florida every decade or so. I have family that lives there in Fort Lauderdale and Orlando.
It's always different. You're never there.
What part of Florida? He's less whiny than Donald Gleason. Donald Gleason is a bitch. He looks like Caleb Worthy from Austin and Alley, and he yells in everything, and it's too much. And The Force Awakens yelling like he's giving a Hitler speech. It's too much, man. Oh my God. I just hope this doesn't get a copyright infringement for the song at the end, but it probably won't. I live in Miami. I've been to Miami. I went to the beach there 20 years ago. I walked. It was very hot. Oh my God, super crowded, very hot. I mean, the sun hits you so hard there, it feels like your body's melting. It is. It's probably 105 in Miami right now because people are on the beach right now. It's 90 degrees here in New York, so.
I was raised by my grandparents. When I was 7, my grandpa took me fishing on one of those day charter deals with his friends. We ended up hitting into a reef and
See, backstory. They give this character a backstory. What about Emma Watson? I'm not really. I think she's a decent actress in some things, but she's not a good Belle. She can't sing. And her American accent in The Circle and in Perks of Being a Wallflower, yikes! Yeah, I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear Binto's accent either. Her American accent in Midsummer or whatever. No, thank you. The only reason I'm not getting rid of my copy of The Commuter is because Liam Neeson is good. Her appearance is a cameo at best. It's not a main role. She's not even on the cover. Where is it? See, I still got my copy of The Commuter. Still got it. I don't care if she's in this movie. She's not in it long enough to kill me. See, Jonathan Banks, Sam Neill, Patrick Wilson, Vera Farmiga. Her is just a worthless cameo. Laura Morano could have been a better Belle. Yeah, because Laura Morano can sing. So it was Annalisa Vanderpool. She played Belle on Broadway. I like her as Hermione, but nowadays she's kind of meh. Why? Because she doesn't do a lot of films. This is still a good film. This is a film I would watch. When I see Pinto or Binto, I'm going to skip it entirely because I'm not going to deal with her. Never again, guys. See it for Liam Neeson if you've never seen this movie. This is a much better performance, and it's a cameo. She doesn't work for me as a lead. She looks like Natalie Lynn's bastardized cousin. Liam Neeson does an American accent in a lot of his films, but even his Irish accent sounds badass. It doesn't sound like, oh my God, will you please show your face? Did you cry when you first heard about Bossman's passing? Who's Boseman, you mean? Or Bossman, the wrestler, or Chadwick Boseman? I was upset because I miss him a lot. I wish Fast and Furious would die. Yeah, we don't need any more. This was the last movie. This one should have been the last one. This should have been the last one, not Fate, Hobbs and Shaw, and this cartoon Fast 9, which is just too long. Yeah, that's the last movie. That should have been the last one. Nicola, let it be over after 11. It better be. I don't want to see Fast and the Furious with girls in 2029. No, thank you. You got your point across, SJWs. We got it. You are important. Women are important. I get that. You don't have to do a 2-hour movie to bash men for that. We didn't do anything to you. Here comes the finale, the third act. I'm not going to get rid of The Commuter. I just got that movie last year. I don't want to lose it. It was like $5. I swear, any movie that I see her in a cameo, I'm skipping it entirely because I don't want to deal with her. One bad turn deserves another.
Sure hope so. First time in a chopper?
Yeah.
Scared?
Oh no.
Yeah, Natalie Lynn did 3 shows that I was a fan of: The Goldbergs, Gotham, and The Gifted. Even in Big Sky, where she's not the lead, she was good in that. So I've seen her act, and she's a lot younger. Plus, her face is golden, and she has sisters that act too. Well, they're not doing stupid accents like this.
What are we gonna do? You got it, Dad.
Do this.
We're gonna need a bigger chopper.
That sounds like yeah.
Mom idea of yours works.
It will.
I gave Fast and Furious 9 a D. It deserves lower than that, like a D minus. Emily Allen, yeah, Lynn, yeah. She's in. She was in Dear Dumb Diary. She has red hair, and she's legal now. They're making Fast and Furious the China chapter into 2 parts, like they did with Avengers, with Infinity War and Endgame. But that worked because it was building up for years. It's not like after Iron Man we got Avengers. We didn't. We have to wait a few years.
What are you doing? Open the valve. First tornado coming to the left here. Push the button and hold it for 3 seconds. We're gonna count.
Okay.
1.
I want to hear an excited crowd clap at the end. With Black Widow, they only clapped out of obligation because it wasn't horrible. I didn't see people walk out or anything, but it could have been a lot better, guys. Good is 3 stars, but better is 4 to 5 stars. And I don't even do star ratings. I only do star ratings on IMDb.
That worked.
Oh, here comes him throwing the chainsaw, kicking the chainsaw right in his hands, and he just cuts him in half. Yeah, choppy, right? That's awesome. He cut the shark right in half. What's your IMDb? I'll share it eventually. Uh-oh. Oh, speared right in the stomach. This is awesome. See, there's blood. There's a lot of blood. This movie is not a kid's movie. There's a ton of gore, CG, and practical gore. If they bring back Ryan in Fast 10, I'm out. How? How? I already said Paul Walker's dead. You can move on. Don't even mention him. You already have another kid named Brian, and it's not even the same actor. Yep, it got the Australian guy or New Zealand guy, whatever he is. Tasmania is not really near. It's down under. Yep, I got you. Yep, you got him. I don't want Gal to come back because they're already superheroes. It will make about as much sense as bringing her back and saying, oh no, she went through a portal and she's Wonder Woman now. Yeah. It's not the same studio. You can't do that. She doesn't need Fast and the Furious anymore. The way she died was kind of lame anyway. She just vanishes. Justin Lin should stop doing them. Yeah, he should, because he's a better director than this. He did a really good Star Trek movie. Just Star Trek Beyond, which I think is underrated. It's a much better movie than The Rise of Skywalker ever was, or Last Jedi. They're playing Connect 4. I remember that. Nobody uses those CRTVs anymore. Oh, you're dead. That's a retirement home. Justin Lin should do Star Trek 4, not J.J. Abrams. Yeah, because Abrams should never direct again. If you've seen Force Awakens or Rise of Skywalker, he should never direct again. Stick to producing, do nothing else. Because you're not a good writer, you're not a good director. You've done one good movie on your own without ruining it, a franchise, and that's Mission Impossible 3. I know, I rewatched it a few months ago. The director wandered into a Star Trek 4, I know, or whatever it's going to be called. Just don't do it like Picard and Star Trek Discovery. Do your own thing. Don't copy the what's been done already. The shark flew up. Oh, my arm! That's pretty brutal. Yeah, this movie's pretty violent, man. It does not hold back. Asylum does not hold back on the blood, man. They're going to throw it in your face. The hammerhead just squished him. It's so over the top. That's what I like about it. It's not boring. Voyage Home is the second best one. Yeah, I really enjoy that. I don't want it to be a remake of that. With the whales, do something different. There's old people, yeah. I can't even walk. That's real footage of a shark. Probably from the Discovery Channel. The Star Trek cartoon from the last year was so bad. I know Star Trek hasn't been good to me since Beyond came out. Has someone ever been a guest in your YouTube videos? Yeah, but not recently. It's almost over. We're an hour and 17 minutes in. Excuse me. That's what she said. Red Notice has to be better than Gunpowder Milkshake because The Rock and Ryan Reynolds and Gal are not superheroes. I think it's like a spy thriller. Hey, at least it'll explain why they're so badass. That's right, baby. Do it. Blow it up. Even this ending is more practical than Black Widow because they're doing it in the sky, not in a giant building or whatever that was, satellite or whatever.
That's my son. He must be so.
The chat at least was a little bit less annoying than in StreamYard because YouTube is more, forgiving than I give it credit for sometimes. I'm all about that base. John, someone I know hates Homecoming, but again, I don't want to hear it. That movie was the reason that Spidey made it into the MCU on his own. That's right. Oh, she falls right in the... Yep, she falls right into the shark and gets eaten. I thought that was it for her. I'm like, oh, please don't let that be the end. No! The Amazing Spider-Man 2 is not a good movie. It's easily the worst live-action Spider-Man movie that was made by American filmmakers. It's almost done. I'm going to make it.
Come on, everybody, let's get away from the window.
Yeah, go to the basement or something. Or to the attic. Go Power Rangers. John, is Outside the Wire worse than Finding Ohana? Yes, because it was more for adults, and yet it was boring, and the lead was way worse than anybody in Finding Ohana. That movie was just dull for a kids movie. It should have been better. It was shorter. It was longer too, because it was 2 hours and 3 minutes. Outside the Wire was an hour and 45, but it still felt longer. And you wasted Anthony Mackie. Don't do that again, Netflix. Never again. Yes, I'm going to finish this. That's right, Finn. Do it. Man's Chinese Theater. Did that shark just bounce? I must be crazy if I sat through all 6 of these movies without walking out. Because again, I know the kind of movies I'm watching. Plus, it's Shark Week. Oh, that's a veterans home. Okay, I get it now. I'm gonna set up some more live streams for the month of August in case StreamYard is giving me a hard time. Because on YouTube, there is no limit. There's no limit. I could be here. I could do this live stream on my own without having to worry about how much time I'm spending. What did the parents take their kids to see Sausage Party? They thought it was a Pixar movie. And then they start swearing and dry humping each other at the end, and they're like, what the hell am I watching? I saw the movie and it was weird. To see a bunch of my snack items just having sex with each other, it was weird. And you had Kristen Wiig playing hot dog buns. Yeah, I get the metaphor, guys. I get the metaphor. It's an allegory for the vag and the penis. I get it. I have a brain. That's not the end. He has to jump inside of a shark with a chainsaw and jumps right out of it and cuts it right through it. That's awesome. My friend Soren thinks it's worse than the Emoji Movie. No, it's got funny moments. Sausage Party. It's not for kids. Do not ever let your kids watch that. The sharks are falling now. Yep, hold out Roosevelt right through.
Get out of the way!
Daddy!
Here it comes. The iconic scene. You found it offensive? Yeah, if you're not into that
Get out
thing.
of there! Get out of the way!
Yeah, that guy Damien Idris is he's not a good actor. He just this is not. Here it comes. Watch. Iconic shot. I'm gonna jump right into your mouth. Ah! That's amazing. That's freaking awesome. He jumped inside of a shark and says, "I'm not dying today. I'm going to kill you." He cuts right through its gut. I gave Outside the Wire a D. Yeah, it's awful. I was so bored. Netflix can do better than that. That's right. Cut that belly open. Who's laughing now? It's still better than the one movie from France. What one movie from France? Oh, you mean 365 Days? I think that's in Polish or something. Yeah! I'm walking out of that rubber body with blood all over my body. Cuties. Oh, yeah, no, I'm not watching that. I have some respect for my eyesight. I don't want to see a bunch of 14-year-old young girls twerking. And he got Nova out. That's degrading and disgusting. At least the actresses in these movies are legal. They always were in all the films. Even Aubrey Peoples. Cutie should be banned from ever existing. It should be banned. It should never be in any streaming service. It's like 365 Days, a Songbird. They shouldn't exist. Women are supposed to, and little girls are supposed to have some self-respect. That was awesome, by the way. I'm glad I got to do this.
Oh my God!
It's funny how him and Nova don't end up with each other. But he saved her life. And there it is, clear skies, and we'll see you in Sharknado 2, the second one, probably next week. I'll try to do it here. This is a good idea. I put my computer on a platform, on a little stage, so that it doesn't fall and also it doesn't overheat. Because when I put it on my bed, it overheats. I guess because the angle's bad.
Nice to meet you.
Jenny Lynn. At least there's no abuse in these movies or any of the pandering that they do. Yep, he kissed that blood. You know that's not his blood, right? They didn't get a disease because sharks don't usually carry diseases unless they're contaminated, but they usually don't. Then look at the city. Yep. And Fade to Black. That was it. And that was it. That was Sharknado, guys. I finally did it. Shark. I don't want to put the whole song, though. Okay, that's it. No, 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 no. Gotta shut it off so I don't get a copyright strike. Okay, guys, that was Sharknado. Thanks for watching. I'm so glad I did this. I finally did Sharknado. It was a great time to watch it again. An hour and 26 minutes is pretty short, and it makes me laugh, and it's just a very entertaining movie. And this is my first live stream in weeks. So thanks for watching. Thanks for caring. Thanks for subscribing and supporting my channel. And that was the one of the 6 Sharknado movies. So thanks a lot for this experience. I needed this after the last week I had. So thanks a lot, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Stop immediately. Yes, end it. End.